Okay.
All right.
All right.
Mike Mission.
Go ahead.
What's up, everybody? This is your man, Mr. No Edit, and this is my new show, the Mr. No Edit Show.
Mr. No Edit Show!
All right, today we are at Sexy Sundays before Sexy Sunday starts. And I'm introducing the one and only, the incomparable. You know him as Ronnie, Ron Hall from the X. Come on in, bro. Good to see you. That sweet jacket on.
Man, you all right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so, sitting here with Ron Hall, and I guess the first thing I want to ask of you is what's on your mind?
Well, currently on my mind right now is the starter party.
Now, when this gets put out, the party's gonna already be done.
Yeah.
But
What's on my mind now?
yeah,
Uh,
I just want to make sure you.
what's on my mind now is basically the state of JIT.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where is this actually going to go? How far is this? We're going to take this? You know, not just me, but us as a whole, as a community. You know, not just the separation of two sides of town and all the bickering and the best in history and old school and new school and so on and so on. Stuff that constantly keeps us divided, basically.
So speak on that for a second. That two sides, because that sounds like East and West,
Mm-hmm.
but as well possibly. Are you speaking of pages?
Pages, East and West, yes. But I mean, I'm no one man to govern a person making another page. You know, I mean, teach his own. But to make it where it's like every time you look up and you visit the page or you see a comment or a status, it's always pertaining to a shot or a dagger at the East. You know, it's like all the guys from the West tend to run over there and say things, you know what I'm saying, that I guess they figured they couldn't say because they say it's an X-Men page. And the page is clearly called the community. Now you got particular guys who want to come on there and cause trouble and drama, and so therefore they made a lot of people from, the old school, the people before us look and say, wow, that's not what we were into growing up as far as dancing, all this beef
The
and
negativity.
the negativity. And I'm one definitely to stay with the original blueprint and not jump off into all this battle bicker and talking about battling for money and so on and so on. We battle, but we're a peaceful group. We're not into when I see you it's going down and all that. I'm talking about with the hands and
Okay.
I mean it can go to that, but why? This is dancing.
So explain to the people what is X about. When you think of X, what comes to mind when you think of your group?
X-Men.
X-Men.
Well, I mean, the joke was on us in the beginning about the cartoon and the characters and stuff like that. But basically, X-Men is a group of young men and whatever that has different abilities, and it's not just dancing. Everybody does something different in the crew.
I never knew that.
And they tend to say we all look alike, East Side wise, and they tend to say all of the X-Men look alike, or we trying to look like the Dream Team, stuff like that.
And on that note, different abilities. We also have another member of X-Men that happened to be here.
Yes.
My man, you want to introduce him?
Yeah, I want to introduce my man, you know what I'm saying? Young Illy, Superfly Illy, you know.
Hey,
Yeah. And so what's something that you do?
Something that I do, I guess different. Like I guess to add to it is like a lot of people say like I took flagging like a whole lot.
Oh, okay.
Like to a different level.
But outside of that, you also rock the mic.
Yeah. I rap, sing.
You
know.
sing too?
No, I
Is
just
he-
I just
can
say
you
rap.
sing? You sing. Oh, speaking of another X-Men. Man, okay. Here's another one here. You introduce him.
Introducing, ladies and gentlemen, the number one Kobe Bryant of Jitten, John BJ.
So John.
I don't know who John is.
Hey. real quick.
Sorry, man, we messing up the show. You know we some clowns.
No, it's no edit. It's no edit.
Right.
No edit. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get you on your own anyway.
Okay.
But Ronnie was just bringing up that the X-Men was built around. Where's that coming from?
I was on the prayer line, but it's all good. No edit, man.
What else do you do outside of dance?
What else do I do outside of dance? As far as my talents, well, actually, before I started doing anything musical, I was an artist. I know how to draw.
Okay.
Talent-wise, I do really good at impersonations of people I think are really funny.
Do you?
Yeah.
Any light skin.
Any likes?
Right, that's a talent. in
Yeah, he's the
itself.
only, light skinned guy in the group.
So
We
look,
had to,
So
like
look,
Tokyo.
we're going to get an episode with Ilya on his own, and my man John. We have been talking anyway, okay? But we're gonna wrap this up with Ronnie right quick.
Okay.
Of course, it's always.
All right,
I
y'all.
just wanted y'all were here when
Always,
bring
man.
that
Always
in.
the love. Always the love. All right, little ashy fist.
Yeah, man, get some lotion on that.
Never.
All right.
You got to.
Okay, so and thanks to my man on that line, man. We should have got his. So that was serious. That's serious. So what do you hope for? And I'm not trying to be, ask a silly question, but I mean, what would you like to see
I would
as
like,
far as JIT?
I would like to see the community come together, stop the division. I would like to see our kids learn from us and not learn to watch us tear each other down. I mean, it's like every time you look around, it's a status of bashing another. And that was not my plan when I created a community. I created a community to bring us all together. We didn't have nowhere to go. We had no more spots, no more places to go to call our own where they played our type of music that we like. So I got together with James King, Beat 'em Up, Aim and Shoot, and that's when the Ritz popped off with Open the Circle Monday. Nah, it was a little.
Nah, just to back up on that. Throw in my hat. You brought up a good point. But I gotta come in as round 4 right quick. I can't say this is Mr. No Edit. Round 4, Unstoppables. Alright, so now that right there, that's interesting. When you start the JIT page, now the first thing that popped off at the Ritz was the We Are Unstoppable video.
Mhm.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's before James King.
Mhm.
No,
That's actually
nothing against him, but
Right.
But I just want to get history right.
Right. Actually, the Unstoppable video got him to get on to the Ritz to start it. And
That
asked me,
kicked everything
and
off.
The
And then
JIT
you
page
got
and all that merged together, basically.
the start.
The start of everything. And I brought the jitters,
With
and he
mine.
brought the video.
Right.
And so therefore, that merged everything together.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
All right. I just want to make sure I got that history clear.
Mhm.
Okay. Because I remember calling. We were on the what do you call it, the comments or whatever, the messages.
Yes.
We got something going on, blah blah blah. We had called up some West Side cats that we knew. I didn't know everybody,
Right.
but we knew Cass
Mhm.
and whoever Cass ran with.
Right.
So we called Sam and Reem,
Mhm.
and then the page brought in a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, I didn't even know James. That came by way of the John.
Yeah, basically the JIT page, he hooked up with me and He said he was hanging with us and we were hanging together and we met up and we, started doing a lot of things, going to different parties and stuff like that. And his vision was to, keep Jitten alive as well, and things of that nature. And he had his own motives and things he wanted to do, and so did I. But I kind of played the silent part in the backfield, and for a while.
And y'all got with Lonnie and the Ritz.
Yeah, well, actually, he did. He had
Him and Lonnie.
Yeah, him and Lonnie. But I brought the community.
You got
I
you.
brought the people, and he provided.
I'm going back.
Provided the building, and so on and so on.
That's sweet. Okay. So what you would hope for again is unity.
Yes.
But what? Okay, but that's such a. I mean, we all know what unity means, but what specifically would you like to see? Like you said, you would like the kids to learn how to jit, not learn how to bicker with each other, like what's going on now. But what's something you would like to see, like something detailed specifically, like a big dance, just everybody teachings in schools?
This basically what it boils down to. It's almost like racism for the sides of town. You're breeding, and you know what I'm saying, you're breeding up people to not like a side of town. So their kids gonna be the same way. It's gonna constantly be a reoccurring, you know what I'm saying, situation where a cycle, yes, just like racism. The West Side feel like they better. The East Side feel like they always gotta, basically, stick up for themselves or whatever like that, and it shouldn't be like that. We're all supposed to be together. As Detroit.
What can be done?
What can be done is that when I was trying to get basketball games, picnics, where everybody come together and we bring our kids. It's always something behind what I do. We have a picnic, you gotta bring your kids. So our kids meet their kids meet our kids. We talk, vibe, and eat, have fun. Our kids see us put on the showcase. What do they see? They see jitting, they see the dance. They see what we love and what we learn. And then therefore, they don't have to watch no diss to none of the new dances out. They don't have to look at the nene and all that stuff. They will grow up and say, I want to do what my mommy and daddy did, or my uncle, or my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Or I like the guy from the West Side. I like his style. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, oh, I'm just pro East Side. That's never been my thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everybody prosper. I talk to a lot of the guys from the West, one-on-one. I see a lot. I'm never like, the one to say, oh, I'm better than anybody. I've been in this game for quite some time now, and I've seen a lot of guys come and go, and I see guys still here. It's guys that's older than me that's still here and still do their thing. Disco Joe from the Mad Dancers, he's still fluent, and dude is like,
a monster.
He's an older cat, Lamont,
Yeah.
Keith, it's these older guys, they older than myself. And I do want to see it go further, but it takes the people to come together. And when it's always one bad apple to spoil and the crab in the barrel mentality Detroit carries. I really hate that. And shout out to Dion Norman, there's no hate, nothing, never towards the Jit Street
Dion
page.
Norman, okay, Jit Street.
There's a little Dion, as I know him from Polo Boys.
Okay.
Shout out to him, shout out to Lamar Bryan, for Jit Nation. Shout out to Willie Hull, for his page or whatever. Shout out to everybody that's keeping the movement alive. I definitely love that, That's one thing that I like about the people trying to keep the culture together. But let's not play the division game, where everybody, it's like, it's just about this side and it's about that side. I can't do that. I'm not with that. I want to see this movement actually grow. It's supposed to be a movement.
Right.
Jukin is a movement. That's why they stick together. We don't stick together as a city. We're not unified. It's a separation. That's why we'll never get no further, because as soon as you start climbing the ladder, it's always somebody that got that anchor on the bottom of your foot. Pull you on back down, and we can never get nowhere. You never know who's on these pages watching us when they ask to be accepted on there and watching. You might have somebody from Warner Brothers. You know what I'm saying? You might have somebody from any television company somebody that wants to televise jitting, and why would they take a chance on us when every time they look and it's guys on there with 1,700 comments of nothing but negativity. Nothing about positivity. Like I said, let's get a basketball team, East versus West basketball. That's basically like an all-star game, right?
Right.
The best from the East, the best from the West. But then they want to turn it into, something else. And I'm not just saying that the guys from that side start stuff. These guys on the East as well start stuff too, whatever like that. A lot of times they be on, like I say always, it's on the defense. You know, it's the defense from certain people that drop comments or statuses, and then it's the defense time. We got to go in like Johnny Cochran.
Okay, I get
You
it.
know, so
Now I will say this, something you've been doing since the beginning on the JIT community page is you seem to protect the older dancers. And by that what I mean is, you know, like people can have fun with the, they used to do something petty Saturday,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be, but you kind of like, you know, like the older man dancers, you know, they're off limits. They don't have nothing to do with this.
right, exactly.
And that's something from an outside person looking in, I've always appreciated that. I think that's needed. That's respect.
Yeah, you
know,
have
just
to
like,
respect.
Yeah, just like, you know, us older cats, we really respect the ones before us.
Yeah.
And you seem to be trying to keep that going.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Like basically Kobe Bryant, and you get a young cat like a Kyrie Irving challenging him. You know, that Kobe Bryant look at it as a cool gesture. Like I see you, young blood, you know,
Right.
but you got to get to where I'm at, you know, in this. You know, it's cool and everything, but you know, it's no, you know, you probably could beat me, but right now, you know, it's about respect.
Right.
Same thing with LeBron James. He has to respect. I wanted to be Kobe Bryant, he said. You know what I'm saying? There's guys out here wanted to be some of these guys who did it before him. Back in the day, you never disrespected your forefathers or none of the guys before you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had guys that wasn't better than you or guys that was on the come up or whatever like that. But back in the day, let me make this very clear. Nobody got props off of YouTube. Nobody got props just because they can jit. You learned and you earned them props.
Or just because
Yeah,
they got 1 million views.
Yeah, no, the 1 million views, it's not smack, DVD. No, you earn 1 million views and now you the man. No, you earned that off of battling. You earned that off of, you know what I'm saying? You're just, it's crazy. But yeah, you earned your respect. It wasn't just given to you because you had a nice combination one night and now you the man. Oh, no.
You know, another combination one night.
One night and you the man. Never. You earned your respect in the streets. And you had to be a humble cat as well. Don't be out there bragging and boasting, I'm the man, because therefore, you know, people don't like you, but you got those people as well, and you can't stop them from being who they are. You know?
So, we're going to use that as a segue, not that it really is, but I'm going to make it a segue, to parties coming up. I try to ask this of our guests because we have something coming up. 1 second, please. I want to make sure everything is good, Mr. No Edit. Oh, yeah, we good. All right, so what I want to ask, Ronnie, is, since we have you in the camera, we got to be truthful. Are you coming out to party with us March 5th?
Yes.
At the Ritz? Oh, you are?
Mhm.
Oh, we were supposed to do that.
No, but are you?
We're not gonna. Am I coming up?
Yeah, are you coming up
Well-
to the party March 12th at my cabaret?
Well,
My 40th birthday party.
Walk it up. There you go.
The 40th with the Niners.
Niners, baby.
The X-Men. 909 game. Mr. No Edit Show.
Hey, well, you know what? You know we gonna be there. You know we support.
Oh, for sure. Yes,
You know
sir.
we gonna support each other.
Yes,
It's
sir.
definitely gonna be.
That's
there.
the only way.
Dig that. Okay, well, I thank you for your time. This man has a business to run. So, Mike, you have anything? We got DJ Deadline in the house too, y'all. Anything, Deadline? He's real wise. He might say something real smart. He's like an owl.
Sexy Sundays, come on out. It's going down. And for those who don't know, it bangs hard every Sunday.
For sure. And we will see you all March 5th as well.
Yes, sir.
With the ultimate dress to sweat. And we will be in the house for your birthday.
Yes, sir.
Turned up.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is Mr. No Edit, my man Ron from X-Men, signing out. Peace.